Yeah, it's gonna have me rest again. And it's been a not-so-comfy day. I did have a doctor's appointment earlier today. So, they have me on a medication that will require me to have a little bit more of a consistent sleep schedule. So, today's stream might be quite a bit shorter than normal. Spirit points. I'll take the damage reduction. Thank you. Oh, wow. It might help if I showed the game. I'm sitting here just in my starting soon screen. Yeah, it's starting soon.
Banishers, may I have a word?
I guess so, lady.
Something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
If you want to survive, yeah, he is kind of a liability.
I saw a different man from the captain we first met. His brains are cracked. I saw a liability.
On that, we agree. But his sullens are an act behind which he may hide his errors.
An act? I don't believe so. He's haunted, perhaps literally.
It matters not. What matters is the price the people here pay for his mistakes. You are banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
But at the same time, she wants us to take care of this problem. I don't know if she realizes that her husband is going to disappear again once we take care of the issue.
Love is all. Grief can hang.
And yet I cannot hold him. I cannot feel his warmth. He is there, but he is not there. That hurts.
All things are fleeting. Gaze upon the ghost you love, and you can't deny it, bitter though the thought may be.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden Town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
Oh. I wonder if that has anything to
should
do with
go.
the nightmare.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
Thanks, I'll just follow my compass because I won't remember those instructions. But first, I have a side quest.
An innocent woman jailed.
I mean, As wolf belts go, it's pretty, but I've more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short of wolf
Strange.
strange. What do I do
Captain
with
doesn't strike
this?
me as a petty
You're a
tyrant.
merchant.
Helen is
Sell it.
right.
I'd
The
sell
truth
sunshine
lies
to
down
the
there,
Spanish, but
somewhere.
that is not the problem.
This is no coincidence. This all connects back to the curse.
I think I meant to say the other one, so I misread that first one. It definitely seems like something he'd do. He's kind of paranoid.
Half of 40 is 20. I'm the one
Kind
who's
of.
my life up there. I'll take the 20.
It's a fabulous...
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to meet you.
Oh, please get the comb.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
Hitting the enemy with a rifle stock attack reloads the rifle. Spirit pick. The lower the spirit gauge, the more damage you do, up to 20%. Manifestation damage is increased by 100%, but cooldowns are increased by 100%. I'm good. Thought I had to find the general store for this side quest.
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.
Well, thank you. Don't mind me while I
Ferdinando
just
here.
snatch something. It wasn't in there. Oh. Nope, that's Pennington. We don't care about Pennington right now. We care about Pennington later. The store in Fort Jericho. I might have to question the lady that's actually in that general store. I don't know if there is another store.
Storeroom. Locked.
Break it open. We've been snatching stuff in plain sight. Does it even matter if we break the storeroom open now? Wait, where'd she go? Oh.
Banisher?
Tell me about your store. Tell me about you.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. We moved to New Eden with Nathaniel. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse. And now here we are. Welcome to Ingersoll's of Fort Jericho.
You never wanted to do anything else.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever. We made an excellent match. He taught me everything I know. The store is my business. My legacy. My story. It is who I am. I don't like running a store. I love it.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on. Tell me something interesting. Just between us.
You assume me to be a gossip monger. What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
I like her. Though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader when she should know her place. And that place is below the captain. Thinking about it? No. I don't think I do like her.
Fair enough. None of that is what I actually want to know, though. Bye.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit. Do come again.
Who are you?
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather, at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way. The Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. It took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
Hey. And it's not here. There's no one at this one.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You all right, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep won't stop 'em coming.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
all bullshit aside, what's going on?
Oh, what do you care? I have my problems and you have yours, so let me handle myself. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
As you were, soldier.
Fair enough.
Good day to you, miss.
Miss? I'm the Hunter Flora Abbott, and I never miss. You?
It is rare, but I've been known to miss. Red McCraith, Banisher.
I heard about you when you first arrived. Is your friend not with you?
She died. She's with me in spirit.
Sad to hear it. I have nothing clever than that to say. If you need anything, well, I probably can't help.
You know what? That's fair.
I'll take my leave of you, Flora.
I'll not stop you.
Okay, so this is not the store.
Good day to you. Good day, mate. You Pennington's reinforcements?
Red McCraith, the Banisher. Sorry to disappoint.
Nah, too bad. We could use a fellow like you. Theodore Shepherd, marksman, and there are none better. I teach some of the lads here. Perhaps we could show you a thing or two.
I shoot well enough, thinking you.
Alright. None of these people
I'll
are
be on my way.
Fernando.
And may the way be good to you, mate.
Ferdinando. Sorry.
I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
Find the bunk in the barracks. Alright. Have to find the barracks.
Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
But I don't think this is barracks.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McCraith, a Banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
About your wife. Who's your wife? What?
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, to Abigail. I count myself lucky. Are you married yourself, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? Oh, I have no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God. How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
Can't
shall
go
argue
loot.
until
She
we hear.
stood in the way of it.
I hear
Can't go in here. I don't know where the barracks are.
Harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison you.
A store?
Oh.
Fernando's?
Wash you off it.
Closed. Are we in the right place? Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's organised.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Deed of ownership. Herewith remarked and confirmed that ownership of the store, heretofore known as the property of Mrs. Rebecca Hardgrave, now passes entirely and without encumbrance to Ferdinando Miller, confirmed by the relevant legal authority, meaning me, to be registered as is required when circumstances permit. S. Pennington. I think he murdered her. Piece of wood carved in the form of an amulet, but not yet finished.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him? Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
June 18th, Ingersoll's shop, luggage and jewelry box, 5 and 50. 19th, blacksmith, luggage and furnitures, 7 and 9. Ingersoll's Rebecca's paintings and portrait, 3 and 10. Blacksmith, Rebecca's calligraphy kit, 1 and 4.
He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Last will and testament. I, Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave, in the town of New Eden, being of sound mind and in firm intention, bequeath to Fernando Miller, in the eventuality of my death, my entire estate, including but not limited to the following items: a jewelry box, paintings and mirror, a collection of books, all baggage and their contents, a calligraphy set, sundry furniture, any and all cash money as held in my possession or in my business or with any bank, etc.
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Yeah, why would she give you everything?
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales, to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
What does he have?
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Let's buy more of her stuff
Now,
off
my
of him.
friend, we are conversing.
Oh, he just has materials.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
But you have like next to nothing to buy, so.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Greetings.
Widow Ingersoll? Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right? May I have a look?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
So she has paintings.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit. Do come again.
Somewhere. Oh. Literally right behind her. I thought the...
The work, I mean.
Not our ghost eye, though. Let's try the forge.
I thought the marker was on her, not behind her. Oh wait, this is the forge.
A note?
Let's see.
Joseph, I received the things you owed me. They're good. I thought you a liar. It seems you are not. Rebecca's slave, Ferdinando, was not satisfied with his dead mistress's fortune. By Pennington's order, he's a free man now. And a merchant to boot. This shite shall be the end of us. Mark me. Anyways, we are quits, you and I, until next we shuffle cards in the barracks with the men. I'll fleece you then once more. Theodore S.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
Yeah, why wouldn't she have said so?
Quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Oh. Well, that'll make the other part of that secondary quest a lot easier. It'll tell me where the barracks are. Which apparently was where I was staying.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are you?
A ghost left a fragment of their past here. The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't.
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Official document. With the death of Private Forbury, according to Forbury's wishes and to award his military exploits during the Battle of Bloody Brook, Teddy the Shadow is appointed to be the owner of Forbury's late properties, including his rifle. May the Shadow carry this fine gun with honor.
No, that's not his stuff.
Sickness of a soldier. Shadows start to sing, the sky is falling. The days turn into nights. The specters are at my door. I hear them clawing at the gates. I can run, but I know I'll never escape. The shadows are my friends. I hear them calling out my name. I'm a living shell with no soul, just a ghost haunting his own house. I walk towards death, breathing my last breath. Mother used to say, death is only a horizon. I used to be afraid, but now I'm ready for my sun to set. Private Matthew's poetry.
War poems. They ruined me. No, not here.
Private Talbot Williams, letter number 2. My sweet Ethel. Some of my comrades are sick. I can do nothing for them, squeamish as I am. Matthews spent the night at the nurse's side, carrying spew in buckets, a good man, though he speak little. I am cold, I am hungry, I am tired, and there is fighting yet to do, dear Talbot.
No, that's not his stuff.
Here we go. Letter from Cotton Peabody's sister. My dearest Cotton, I know it's been a long time, and I know you asked me not to write to you anymore, but you broke my heart the day you asked me to stop contacting you. I shall try one last time. I am sorry to learn about your health, and I hope you will recover soon. Errol and I have a little girl. I know you never accepted my love for him, but we are happily married. We named our child Mary, like our beloved grandmother. We live in a beautiful little house. We have a cow and 7 chickens, and Errol has found work as blacksmith. It is not an easy life, but we have food on our table and fire in our hearth. I feel happy and loved, and I would like you to feel the same. I will try to send you some money. Until we hear from you, your worried sister, Waverly.
Banisher Rule 92, by a man's things shall you know him.
I think you've made that one up.
In honor of the bravery of Andrew White, King Philip's War, 1678, God bless the king.
An award given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
To Andrew White, Fort Jericho. My love, I am sending you this letter so that you will not worry about our situation. My parents welcomed us with open arms. My mother was so happy to see her grandchildren that she prepared a real feast. My father grumbled a bit, as he always does. He can't wait to get back to calm, but he is still very happy to have some help in the fields. He will never admit it, but he's proud of our 2 strong sons. Besides, Isaac and Abraham are quite happy to be back in Providence. They say that the rules are less harsh there, and I can only agree with them. I can't wait to come back to your side, my darling. I'm afraid of what might happen to you. I think it's high time we left New Eden for good. This town is cursed. I've always told you. I hope you are well, and that your nightmares are not haunting you too much. Don't forget what the nurse gave you. Despite the distance, I continue to sing every night, hoping that my songs reach you and reassure you, as usual. I love you with all my heart. Your wife, Karina White. Right, 16th of July, 1677, to Private Andrew White, Massachusetts militia, under the orders of Lieutenant Pennington. White, bearing in mind your recent endeavor on the battlefield, on the advice of your lieutenant, you are promoted to a role measure it with your skills. Henceforth, you shall be a recruiting sergeant, responsible for ensuring the replenishment of our forces with well-trained men. Initially to camp at Haverhill? I can read, I swear. Colonel Addard. Addendum. As we discussed, your health deteriorates, and the incident has not helped. You're a good man, White. Pennington.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
Gotta talk to... what's his face? Ferdinando.
Banisher?
Oh, I feel like I don't get to ask one if I ask the other.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again.
Oh, I do get to ask it.
And you faked your feelings for Mistress Hargrave. You gained much more than freedom. Rebecca made you rich.
As she lay dying, Rebecca Hargrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending.
To be honest, she deserves to be banished, but also I have to blame people in order to resurrect Antea. Sorry, Mr. Miller.
Ferdinando Miller. The world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full. And in the end, it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No. But I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand.
If it wasn't for the ending I was going for, I would have banished her. But I need to blame everybody.
I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
Hello, trading post key. Oh, I can open that chest that was back there. I know I just killed you, very unjustly, but I'm also gonna steal your stuff. Oh, that was all the stuff he had to sell. It's not funny, that's terrible. Okay. I'm gonna do the main quest and then I'll come back for the side one after. Lady, I was walking, or, well, running. Why would you walk in front of me? Oh. Alright, yeah, this will take me up there.
Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you. Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
Is it not a good time? Alright. To the mines.
You shouldn't stay in there.
Stay in where?
One
Oh.
less to worry about. Try this on for size. What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
You trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. She'll definitely work.
Who's trying to be romantic now, Antea?
Now would be a good time to speak a few words of power, just to be sure.
Something's nearby.
Where is it?
Oh.
Locked. I hope there's another way in.
Oh. Literally right in front of me, but I didn't even see it.
Let's get back up.
Oh.
Easy as pie.
Ah, but you can't cook.
So, was that all that was up here? Where is the entrance to the mines?
It won't do.
I'm literally staring at it and still pressing the wrong button. It's fine. We'll get there eventually.
Banishers. So you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark tunnels, I'll guide you as best I can.
Thank you. When you're searching for the source of the wrath of the hordes of the dead, it's nice to bring a friend.
I fear their anger justified. This place knows much tragedy.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing. Your death must feel like an outrage.
I am a soldier. I took the shilling. Death is part of the bargain. One dies so many may live. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, I was ready. But now, in the fort, there is no noble sacrifice. One dies, so all may also die.
What shall we find down there?
The rage of the Forsaken. They trusted him. He betrayed them. He abandoned them. I doubt they can be placated.
We must press on.
Stay close. Whenever you're ready.
He's smoking out this whole passage.
Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade.
I thought there would be a lot more exploring the mines. This is peak gameplay right here. Very riveting stuff. Elevator rides.
Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with.
I love doing that.
Destroy 300 destructibles. Didn't even realize I'd done that much.
Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
The loss of the sense of time. I'm afraid to read my previous pages and realize I have only written down incoherent babbling for months. I've tried to keep track of time by carefully noting each say in a separate notebook. But some days, it's like I'm not sure anymore that I marked the previous day, as if too much time had passed since I added a tick on the paper. Too often in the last weeks, I have found myself by the shore or the cliff of the mill, without remembering how or when I went there. And when I ask around what day we are, it is like nobody can give me the good answer, and at least the same answer. This is the curse, all right, always more insidiously poisoning our minds. I think this is my last attempt to remember what happened to us all. Working is the only thing that matters and help me go through each day. I must not forget to work. Tomorrow I shall throw these pages away, as I promised to do so long ago. I must not forget to go to the hill where the wind is the strongest. Lucy B. Interesting. Oh, right, it's not X.
Reinforcements!
Heads up!
We must be careful now. The spirits of these soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way down.
Yes, another elevator ride.
To the surface, piled high with ore.
Did the miners abandon their work when sickness hit?
They worked till they could work no more.
What are these for? Strange wooden figurine found near a cursed chest in the highest parts of Jericho's mines. Was there a cursed chest? I didn't see one. Where's the loot? Lies.
I told Gray the tunnels were hellish hot. But Wilson says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pay. That sounds nasty. You alright?
Wouldn't fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich.
If my brain could decide which line to read. Okay. Letter from a miner. Sweetheart, I write to you direct because your mother told me you were sad to hear my most recent news. All is well. We are locked in for our safety, that the disease may no longer spread. We have nurses to tend us, and the men of the train band bring us food and water and other supplies. Soon this will all be over, and I shall come home. We shall go fishing on the river and play with Dudley. I shall teach you to shoot. That shall be our little secret. Help your mother in the house and at the market. Look after your brother. Say prayers and stay strong. I shall see you soon. Your father who loves you very much.
To make you angry.
Red, there is something wicked placed upon this. I can sense it.
You can just sense it.
It's hidden, even for me, but I can hear its dark will, like a curse or a spell.
A curse or a spell, eh? Yeah, let's ask Ceridian about this then.
We have to go all the way back there, talk to her, and come back. No. Okay. There's something else around here.
Stuck, damn it.
There's a strong spectral presence down there.
A lot of us died down here.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
think you could take on a ghost? Stay on your feet, Red.
What is this, adventure?
Get in its face.
Get lost, boy. You're done. Die, you bastard!
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say...
Powder Tally by Crate. They had 3... Wait. New arrival? Arrival and new arrival. I don't know. I don't understand. We're gonna ignore the fact that he faced through a rock, it's fine.
Enough powder to kill us all.
Enough powder to kill you, you mean?
Aye. Enough powder to kill me too.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
Were they expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. They knew we were dying and trying to fight. We had to keep them from infecting the rest.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for wanting to make it home alive.
Nothing must leave the mines.
Silence and a campfire. Just what Dr. Duarte ordered.
It's a terrible way to go, though. Locked in a mine of all places. None must approach the entryway on pain of severe reprimand.
Harsh rules.
New gun. I had another gun at one point.
Bastion. Yours?
I regret the necessity.
We play games as we wait to die.
I mean, I guess there really wasn't much else to do. Registry. 5 boxes ammunition, 2 loaves of bread, coffee, 3 blankets. Exit from entryway 2. X. Lieutenant Priest, you disappoint me, soldier. Folk outside await your words of comfort from within the mines. I could not read them your most recent report. We face a formidable crisis, and each must play his part in preventing the spread of the disease. If they will not, you must persuade them. This is the mark of a leader. After this letter reaches you, I will wall up the mines, the quarantine will hold, and so will you, son. Remember your training. When this is over, I look forward to welcoming you and all those you've saved, to reward you for your courage. You are the last line of defense, Sebastian. Be brave, be strong, stand firm. Salt Pennington.
Why would Pennington cut off the food?
He decided it weren't worth saving. Damn him to help him.
Reason enough for a spectre to rage. Press on.
The living quarters are ahead, if you insist.
This isn't over yet. This miner was shot. Was there a mutiny?
There was. We failed.
Why did you not mention this before?
My heartfelt apologies. I suppose the memory was just too painful.
What is that?
This is no ordinary spectre, that's for sure.
Perhaps in our pain, screaming to be free, we made change.
More importantly, how do we break them?
I see a weak link.
Okay.
Red, I see a weakness. Let me show you. I know.
Oh, there's spectral
What's
chains.
down here, they're not like that.
Piss off!
Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
Oh.
Why do I get the feeling that we're sick ducks?
That's cheating. You have tracking bullets.
Get lost, won't you?
Shift your balance. Did we miss a few? Get rid of the other spectre first. Watch your step.
See, that's your face.
Oh, okay, that got rid of the shield. We're good. Can you calm down?
I can help. Red, look at this.
What's that mark mean?
I've seen it in books. Necromancy. Corpse raising, spirit control, that kind of thing.
Have you heard of a ghost able to raise the dead and control them?
I thought they were myths. Perhaps I was wrong.
Isn't that
But
kind of what a
we
lich
do our
is?
work. Come on, let's break these chains.
Was this mushroom the reason for coming down here? There's nothing else here.
They told us to stay put for a few days, and we listened. When days turned to weeks, we made do. Now food's running low, and they've bolted the doors. We must act now, before it's too late.
Any militia or nurse who takes sick must join the quarantine. They're just getting rid of everybody. Ripped page. On the 22nd of June. Last night I had to amputate a miner's arm. He was shot during the attack on the checkpoint. His life was not in danger, but he was losing too much blood, and Sarah and I could not stop the bleeding. Neither of us was trained in amputation, but I was the older one, so I did the deed. The sound of the saw on the poor man's bone as he screamed like a devil shall ever echo through my soul. Though I live till I am 90. Some of this, the way it's written, just is so, it doesn't flow. There was much blood. Sarah turned and vomited on the floor, but I couldn't stop. I was already halfway through the bone, and I kept sawing till I was through. I thought that would save him, but he took sick. He died. His name was Gerard, or Gerald. Jared, perhaps? No matter now. I have not seen Sarah since. My belly aches. With a strain, I hope, and nothing worse. That's rough. A rudimentary saw, covered in blood and badly damaged.
Red, come see this. You need to see this.
Whoa. And Taya, you're right. Gamers don't look up. Oh, Jesus.
Try this on for sight.
Don't fret. We're coming for you.
This creature, I don't think I'm ready to face it. Turn back.
Why?
I don't know. I thought maybe it should be. See whatever is down there.
Why am I able to move this? To get up there. Okay. Hold on. I have a different notebook. 1 second. Okay.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
To my love trapped in the mountain. I hear the food is bad, so I packed this loaf of bread and shall beg Terence to make sure it finds you. It must be terrifying to be alone in the dark, with the sick and dying. I know you care for them well, but please think of yourself. Think of us, when at last they reopen the mines. I want to see you walking out. Sebastian Priest's last reports to Captain Pennington have been read to the public. And heartwarming it was, too. It soothes my soul to know everything is going well. Rough though he may be, the captain cares. I am sure he'll stop at nothing to save as many as he can. I am proud of you. Every day I pray the captain announces your imminent return. Love you, Jolly. Your Abram.
Pennington thought everything was fine. Really?
He lied. He manipulated them all. He must face justice.
We want proof.
What more do you need? The captain must pay.
Oh, I think I need to push the cart back over. Any who try to leave will be shot dead. Very caring. I mean, I get it. If you're trying to keep sickness from spreading. And this is like the 1600s we're talking about. So it's not like they have a whole lot of options. But still. Ghost. Off the desk. Come on. No. Whoa.
Voices from the past, waiting to be heard.
Lay down your weapon, Prospector, and stand away. I'll not say it twice.
Hear me. I'm not your foe.
Obey the order. Put the pickaxe down.
Your uniform won't protect your son. Your officer will bury us all. He'll bury us all.
He'll bury us all. He meaning Pennington, right?
Who else?
I'm starting to feel like the one that actually was the issue here might have been Sebastian.
There's more of.
Watch out! Spectre possession. Stunt. They never learn, do they? Sebastian, what is this place?
It's not. It's only. The people were angry. And for good reason.
Rebel camp.
They change the guard when they bring the food. The old ones scarper while the new ones are still busy with the victuals. While they have their hands full, we take them.
They will come. I mean, can you blame them though? June 2nd. For the good of the wider colony, Priest has locked us in. We spent the afternoon organizing the rations based on greatest need, who has the greatest chances of living. We count 36 patients, 7 soldiers, 3 nurses. Pretty sure I can wave my advancement goodbye if I don't involve myself. So here I am. I already miss the sun. Priest kept the dying away from the rest and forbade us to check on them. We could hear them, deep in the mines. They are quiet now. They've been quiet some time. It is hard to fight the Sullens, but God is with us all, and we have food enough to last us a little longer yet. We shall come through this, those of us who are not sick. The 15th. Most of the week, I guard the entryway. There was a fight. A sick miner broke Nurse Jolly's teeth. 2 militiamen killed him dead on the spot. Tempers fray. Those miners still fit to work have downed their tools. The furnaces are cold, but the men boil over. They steal and we punish them. Priest looks out for us, carving us out the lion's share of the rations. The better for us to do our work. Dying, hungry men do desperate things. They'll surely come for us. 22nd. Come they did. Bloodbath. 9 men sent to isolation. Jolly started coughing. So Priest had her dragged away too. We no longer leave the barricade in the entryway. Priest spends countless hours hunched over his reports, writing and rewriting. I don't feel good. My skin feels hot. My lungs burn. My blood feels leaden. I pray it as the dust in the darkness. I wish to see the sun once more before I die. Oh, there's a rope. 1 bottle of spirit, decoction against fever, box of needles, and 1 spool of stitching thread. Come back in 2 days at sunset. Rock in the shape of a bird. A patchwork of hand-sketched maps pinpointing the militia presence in the mine. A hand-drawn plan of militia checkpoint with plans for sabotage.
Weapons, sabotage plans? Just how bad was the revolt?
Not as bad as Pennington burying us all alive.
That's no answer.
Captain Pennington, sir. The point of catastrophe will soon be reached. Following your advice, I implemented the strictest measures against the sickness. They have failed, sir. I now believe the disease unnatural. Even with complete isolation, new cases appear. My last men will not hold on much longer. We lack food, water, candles, oil. Soon we will be on our knees, trawling the darkness for crumbs. I have hidden some biscuits and water. In 2 days, I will refresh myself and sneak out of the living quarters to reach the closed entrance. I will knock on the barricade. 2 hits, then 3, then 2. Be there, please. Reese.
Right, Sebastian, fess up. What's going on?
What matters is that Pennington must pay. There is nothing else.
Ration distribution: 2 whole loaves, 5 boxes biscuits, 4 sausages, 5 candles, 1 box of flints, and 1 powder crate. Save the candles, use only when necessary. Need medical equipment: 1 biscuit per day per person, 1 slice of bread per meal per person. Try to keep sausages as long as possible. They keep well and could help us when the rest of the rations run out.
What's this? A black market shopping list?
Can't be. We had few rations. Many starved.
Sebastian Priest. In the mine, you were to tend to the sick. Instead, you afflicted them.
What? No. This is a heinous lie. I gave my life for it.
You turned into a tyrant until revolt emerged among the exhausted survivors.
They must have gone mad down in the dark. Their rage found a target in me, the captain's man. I died innocent. I died a hero.
He's still a murdering coward.
You're a murdering coward. Blame Pennington all you want. We know 'tis a lie.
I didn't. I never did that. It's not me. It's all a lie. I love Helen with all my heart. Pennington must pay. You must make Pennington pay for his crimes.
You'll not get away with this, Sebastian. Come back here, you coward!
I don't think he's coming back.
Path is clear.
We go deeper.
To be entirely fair, he wouldn't have been down here at all had it not been for Pennington locking everyone in.
I can't believe Sebastian lied to us all. To Helen.
Is this why the creature is angry? I would be.
Perhaps. Sebastian wants Pennington to be punished at all costs, and I'm not sure why. Off we go then.
He probably wants him to be punished because he asked for him to come let him out, and he didn't.
Christ, where are we now?
Miners. Left to die in sickness and starvation. Helen was right. This was an atrocity. But she blamed the wrong man.
I write these words to any who will read them because someone has to tell the truth of what happened here in Port Jericho, New England, in the year 1688. I have stolen pen and paper from a guard in what is now my prison, and with it I shall speak. My name is Hazel Upchurch. I was born in Scarborough, England, in the winter of 1667. My parents were shopkeepers. I had 3 brothers, and my life was very ordinary until, at just 19 years of age, I left for the colonies. I placed my hope in the New World. I arrived in New Eden in the spring of 1687 and found work as a seamstress, a milkmaid, and a lady's maid, having some experience with the care of the sick. When in the following winter the train band struck out for Fort Jericho to deal with an epidemic, I volunteered my services. Lieutenant Priest readily accepted. The sickness first affected the men mining in the mountain beneath the fort. Lieutenant Priest had them walled up, under orders from the Captain Pennington, supposedly to prevent the spread of the disease, and then he walled himself in with them, to care for them as he would have it. He does not care for them. He cares only for the medal that awaits him. I've seen the real Sebastian Priest, and he is cruel. This brave hero walled men up alive. Few dare speak of his inhumanity. If I ever leave here, I shall do it. I shall speak, though I be the first and only. I am cold and hungry. I believe I shall die here, forgotten. But this is my voice, written down that one day the truth be known. Sebastian Priest may burn in hell for what he did. I'll jump across in a second. low.
You bastard!
A lot of men were locked in here.
Left to the pit, only restrained by the fear of falling.
I wonder what witch stone is for. I feel like there's definitely a lot of stuff that I Ooh. Either haven't noticed or just haven't unlocked for the game. Where am I supposed to shoot this from? Because it looks like there, but yeah, definitely not. Because the way it looks, I have to be able to look down at it.
The sight of them makes me wonder if their resistance was even worth it in the end.
It's their bodies. Silence for your answer. What do you think?
I do shoot them. I've missed so many of those.
That body. These must be Sebastian's remains.
Curious. The priest said he was the last to die. Said he shot himself when hope ran out. That someone stove this fella's head in with a pike. This was no romantic suicide. This was bloody murder. Plus, there's no ghost tie. And look, the mark from before.
No ghost tie. So why did he not pale and become a spectre like the rest?
Sebastian told Helen a story. His prominent chest wound was part of it. But it's a fiction. He spun her a lie.
I'm starting to doubt the lieutenant's ghost. I think it's an effigy of Sebastian sent to get close to Helen. Maybe even to Pennington. Not a spectre. Something more elaborate. But what? And why? Sebastian is a doll. Stuffed with stolen memory. Made by whatever lurks down here.
We should probably tell her.
It's leeching Helen's essence. We must tell her.
Whatever about Helen. First we need to find the doll maker.
So his ghost isn't even really his ghost. And that explains why it took so long for her to see him again. Because he's not the one haunting her.
Raging vandal.
This can't be good.
Away with you.
Lost in the dark. And one by one they died.
We'll soon be out. Together.
The little boy and me would appreciate you staying close.
Come on, red. Grab it.
I know the stink is long since gone, but I swear I smell it anyway.
We're getting close.
Silence and the campfire. Just what Dr. wanted.
They left me here to rot. They'll not have me.
As much as I really, really want to know what that is, I actually have to get in bed. I have to take my medication. We will find out on Wednesday. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It will be at 10 o'clock because of Big Coffee Bean's work schedule. Wow. I am talking. It is so rude. Anyway. I appreciate you all. And you're all wonderful. Please disregard the loud noise in the game. It's just being really mean. It doesn't want me to talk. Anywho. Have a great week. Bye!